This is Daryl Shergan doing a review for the Playboy mod and tank. Yes, this is the Lux mod and the Vixen mini tank, and this is the Vixen full-size tank, and this has top fill, and it's franchised and licensed under Playboy. It's a decent 150 watt mod with temperature control. This uses two 18650 batteries that you take out and you charge externally, and it does have decent temperature control. And this tank, this is not the first time we're seeing this tank. This is the Subverter Mini, now back with a jazzier look, top fill, and the cool Playboy licensing. I am giving away a black on black Playboy Mini Vixen tank that is with top fill. That's going to be given away. And now let me go ahead and dive down close, show you the personals and details on this mod and tank. But first, I just want to say something. It's 2015. I'm 44 years old. I grew up in the 70s and 80s. Back then, we had no internet. I feel like these days with the internet, there's no mysteries, okay? There's no mysteries, but back then we didn't have that. So as an adolescent and a teenager, the closest we were going to get to seeing a pair of boobies was stealing somebody's dad's Playboy, and then we'd all get together and go look at that, and then we'd like open that up, and there was something called a centerfold, and that's what we had back then. It was a complete mystery, and so for me and my generation, Playboy was the shit, and it still is the shit. Now times have changed. It doesn't mean the same thing that it used to mean. So this is going to be more of an iconic type of design for the folks that it means something to. And with that said, here you go. Have a close-up look. But first, let me take a vape. There will be no boobies in this video. Just Playboy mods and tanks. This is the close-up of the LUXBOX from Playboy and the Vixen tank as well. This is the box it comes in. Very nice. Nice packaging. The franchise. Here's all your, I don't know what all these symbols mean. Go ahead, take a good look. It's got all that going on. This is the authenticity sticker, and this is the Lux 150 watt temperature control and the Vixen sub-ohm tank. Blah, 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 blah. Sleek, stylish, innovative. It's not really innovative. No, sorry. There is nothing innovative about this. It is sleek and stylish, and it does have the Playboy franchise, and that's the coolest part about this thing. You know, all the other stuff. A staggering list of world's first features. Come on, guys. There's nothing original and innovative about this other than the fact that it's cool, it's Playboy, and look at this thing. I mean, Hugh Hefner's mansion probably has like, you know, like leather couches with this kind of, this is leather. This is genuine leather. That's what I think is cool about this. And then you've got your little cutie Playboy with the bow tie. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How cool is that? All right. This is the battery door. Slide it out. Batteries come out. This is a wee bit janky over here. I wasn't like crazy about that, but I don't know if, oh good, I just pushed the screw in. I'm not crazy about this. I'm not expecting this to really stand up over time, but hey, you know, hey, listen. That is what it is with these contacts. I mean, there's probably better ways to do this. So this door, you got to push down and then push in. Sometimes, if you don't have those batteries seated just right in there, then, I don't know, this doesn't, okay, now it's all right. Last night I was having difficulty getting that closed. There's your vent holes. Good, all right. So that's that. Now let's look at the tank. And then I'll get it, actually that might be glass. I think that's glass, that drip tip. And it goes on there, 2 O-rings there, 2 O-rings there. disperse a little heat. The Subverter Mini had airflow control in the top cap as well, which I didn't find I needed. This has a nice airflow. I'll show you in a second. It's got these big, wide open, huge. Can you see through the other side? Huge cyclops holes. I mean, airflow is massive on this. Not crazy about this. Is plastic. This is brushed. They say stainless steel. It's very light, the tank. So there it is, Playboy. Does it say Vixen? It does not say Vixen, just Playboy. All right. Let's open this up. It's not top fill. It's fine. Oh, one other thing, and I think this is intentional, but what up with this? It's fine, but like, really? Is there a purpose and a function to that? You put it up and then it doesn't move. You pull it down and then it spins, and then you push it up and it doesn't spin as easily. Okay, so that's odd. I'm unscrewing right now. This chimney section from the base unscrews. All right, that's how you fill it right there. That's how you fill it. This is glass. It's like a smoked glass. Got this. It's got an O-ring, not an O-ring, it's like a rubber gasket seat at the base and also at the top. This one I washed quite a bit because it smelled a little bit rubbery. Yeah, it still smells a little rubbery, and it's coming into contact with juice, so I wasn't crazy about that. But, you know, it is what it is. Probably that'll go away after I start vaping. That's that. So this is the chimney, and part of this has to do with airflow and also wicking. Now let's look at the coil. This coil has massive juice wicking holes. There it is. There's the, it's a parallel. Right there you go. There's the parallel vertical coil, cotton, and if I remember correctly, they were using some different type of cotton, not just the typical facial puff cotton, but like some type of not used in the rest of the industry, but like, you know, we'll explain further. Never found out. So, but this is the Subverter Mini coil. So I liked this tank when I reviewed it. I liked it a lot. There you have a little rubber seat. Okay. Playboy 0.5 ohm coil, 30 watts to 70 watts. And yeah, look at those massive wicking holes. So yeah, there's our 510 connection down there. Gold plated? I don't know. It's golden color. Don't use this on a hybrid mech mod. This doesn't stick out very far, and this is not adjustable, and this is not meant to work on a hybrid mech mod. And you shouldn't even use it on a mech mod at all. You should use it on a regulated device. It's what it's intended for, and that's how you get the vape you want. Put it on a mech mod, that's it. It just powers it to the ohms resistance in the coil. Put it on a regulated mod, you can decide if you like to vape it at 30 watts, at 40 watts, at 37.9 watts, or 52.4 watts. I mean, that's the whole point. You might like the vape different in small increments versus a mech mod that's just going to be the same power. Okay, so there we go. We have the base of the tank. We have the, okay, now here's, all right. So in order to fill it, you have to seat this tank into that rubber top piece, and then let's fill this with juice. Get some juice over here. I guess I'm going to vape some Arise by the Cloud Company, Suicide Bunny. Show you how All right, there's nothing fancy about how to fill this. It's pretty straightforward. Just drip it right down the side. That's about all I care to fill it. Yeah, that's fine. So now we're going to prime this coil. It doesn't take much to prime this coil. They're saying put like a couple of drops on the top here. That. And then they do say go around to each of these and hit them with some juice. In the instruction manual they said that. Fine. Good. Done. Could do this a little more. This is a pretty easy coil to break in if I remember correctly. And I didn't flood the top of this coil, but you know, I liberally applied some juice they had to soak in, and it's dripping down. All right. Good enough. What else comes in this box is here's your extra coils. There's a 0.2 ohm coil. We're using the 0.5 ohm coil. That's a 0.2 ohm Canthal, and that is that's the 0.2 ohm Canthal, and this one is nickel Ni200. That's the Ni200 one. So, and here's your instruction manual. I might as well show you that. Very interested in the merchandising on this. Look at all the pretty colors. It comes in. Here's what comes in the kit. Look at, once again at all the pretty colors. Look how nice. Oh, there's a warranty. All right. Blah, 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 blah. So, user manual, read it. There you go. How to switch from variable wattage to temperature control, how to use from 3 watts to 150 watts, 200 degree Fahrenheit to 600 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, very nice. Adjusting the wattage temperature. Yes, we know how to do that. Lock functionality. Up and down button at the same time for 3 seconds locks, so you won't change power. All right. There you go. It says over here that apparently in temperature control mode you use less juice and less power, and in variable wattage your battery life is shorter and your juice levels are used up much more quickly. Yeah, that's right. So if you want a more powerful vape, you consume more juice, more electricity, more power. There you go. Precautions and specifications. Will fire down to a 0.1 ohm and up to 3 ohms. Good to know. Okay, so that's our Playboy Vapor packaging. It's nice. It comes with 3 coils. All right, let's get going on this. Tank should be wicked up properly by now. I'll come up. Oh wait, before I come up top, let me just show you. So here we go. 3 watts. Let's vape it at 3 watts. And I'm gonna vape it. I'm gonna break it in at about 30. There we go. But let's say I wanted to go to temperature control to switch between variable wattage and temperature control. Oh, there we go. Now it's in temperature control. Now it's in wattage mode. Very nice. Okay. Going up top. Very nicely done. And let's vape on it. The Playboy Vixen Mini is top filling and smaller than the Vixen that comes with this starter kit. I wasn't happy about this slack here, but it's not a deal breaker. But on the Vixen Mini, it does not have any play, just the barest little bit of like a millimeter of wiggle room in there, but that's fine. Neither of them was a deal breaker. But look at how sleek, look at how nice, gold, smoked Pyrex, and here's how the top fill works on this. Very smooth, very easy to screw off. Got maybe 4 turns, and this is the threading on the chimney and inside here. And there are the top fill, very large juice filling slots. Very nice. Let's go ahead and fill this up. And it comes with, let's just open this up. Comes with a 0.1 ohm nickel coil as a spare, and this is the, which coil is it? Should be the 0.2. .5 ohm, 0.5 ohm coil. Okay. While we're looking in here, there's the 510 pin. Put this back together. Let's prime this coil. Go ahead and fill this tank. So, and this is the same as the Vixen, just a little bit shorter. That's all. Yep, a little bit shorter. Not by much either. It's a very easy coil to prime. Wow, look at that. It's really wide. Parallel. Chimney hole is wide. This cotton's very puffy. Actually bulges out. And those juice wicking holes are huge. All right, so that's how you prime it. This is some pretty thick juice, 80-20, I believe. We're going to top fill this tank the rest of the way. Right, this knurling over here does its job. Get a good grip on that. Okay. The juice capacity on the Vixen is 4.5 milliliters of juice. I don't know what the Mini is, maybe 4, 3.5. I really, none of the specs tell me what the juice capacity is on this. But it's top fill, so it's kind of, doesn't matter as much because I'm going to be able to very easily open this up and fill it. The Vixen full size that comes with the starter kit is not a top fill. All right. And again, the threading is on the chimney, not on the outside housing. So there we go. Got top filling tank. Awesome. Now it's all full. I've primed it. Let it sit for a couple of seconds. It says 30 seconds. Let me show you. This is the instruction manual that comes with, by the way, extra drip tip sleeve and the nickel coil. Nothing else in the box other than, if you take this out, the instruction manual, the user manual came in the box. So that's where that one, that's where you find that. Just check this real quick. No, nothing else. That's all we got. So, instruction manual for the Vixen Mini. extra coil, extra glass tip, and a manual, and the Vixen tank. And these are the parts. That's how you bottom fill it. Yeah, it says once you drip 1 drop of e-juice on each of the saturating openings of the coil, and then wait 30 seconds after you fill the tank. All right. Oh, I wish I had a metal tip like that with the Playboy. That would be cool, but I don't. It came with glass. Okay, this is how you use the top fill. I think it's fairly obvious. Both tanks use the same coils, and you have a choice of 0.1 ohm nickel Ni200, 0.2 ohm Canthol, 0.5 ohm Canthol. And then they sent me some other coils, but I don't know what they are. So, the Playboy Lux and Vixen kit and the Vixen Mini. What are my overall impressions after using these for a couple of days, vaping on them? I'll tell you the thing I like the most is I love this tank, the Vixen Mini. The top fill is very easy. Really enjoying that. It's a great quality tank. I enjoyed this tank when I saw it a while ago under a different name, and I'm happy to have more coils for that tank because they weren't easy to find after that. And no, they did it right. They really designed a great vaping tank here with, and the last time I saw it as the Subverter Mini, it was not top fill. Now it is top fill, and that's fantastic. So kudos to you. As far as the mod goes, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm kind of like ambivalent. I think it's cool. The leather embossed pattern is cool. For 150 watt mod this small, that's pretty cool. The temperature control is okay. You know, I haven't really messed around with the temperature control all that much on this. I'm not crazy about, all right, the batteries are fine. I'm just not crazy about this bottom connector piece here. It's fine, it works, but it's a little bit just chintzy. So I feel like they cut corners on a couple of things. Now here's my main beef with this. It has a delay. Anywhere from 1 second to 5 seconds, there's a delay from when you hit that fire button to when it powers. And then sometimes when I'm using this in wattage mode, it just shuts off for no apparent reason, like midway through my vape. It'll just stop vaping. Does that mean I've hit max temperature? Is it limiting it? Is it kind of overheat protecting out? Well, if that's the case, it shouldn't really be doing that after 3 to 5 seconds at 66 watts. So I just feel like listen, it's classy, it's elegant. I love this brass gold look to the tank. The smoke glass is really cool. Everything about this tank is awesome. The mod, you know, it's classy, but it's got its issues. They're not deal breakers. Overall, I think it's a pretty cool mod to own. If you're like the guy or gal who has to have a whole, that's a very masculine looking, but they have more feminine looking colors for this. I feel like this wouldn't be my first mod if I was looking to buy a high power box mod. I would not necessarily start at this one. I would get maybe a lower end, powerful, functional, but more, you know, less frills. Listen, it costs money to get the franchise for Playboy, the licensing. The tank is phenomenal. The mod is good. That delay is aggravating. This is the Vixen Mini tank. This is the Vixen regular tank. It's got a little bit of play there. It's not a deal breaker. I really don't care about that. It vapes great. Same coil, same vapor production. It's a good tank. So it's kind of sold in a kit, the mod and the tank together. You know, that's a good deal. I don't know what it costs, but it's nice. Anyway, that's my overall impression. I'm not running out and grabbing this thing. If it wasn't sent to me, I would probably have bought the tank. I probably would not have bought the mod. Uh, but this is probably the kind of thing that you get, and it's a collector's item type of thing. That's why you get it, just for the memorabilia aspect of it. The Playboy iconic symbol in our minds. To some people, that means more than to like the younger generations. But that's my overall impression on this Playboy Vixen tank and Lux mod. I am giving away this Vixen mini tank here, which is bottom and top fill. It's in black with smoked glass, and let's see, to qualify for that, you have to go to Quest for Vape Facebook page, Quest for Vape, and you have to comment in there. I'm going to repost this video on my Facebook page for Quest for Vape, and you have to comment in that video. Thank you very much for watching this review. Thank you very much, Playboy, for sending this out to me. This is a pretty cool design, pretty cool mod to own. Wouldn't be my first go-to mod, but it is overall worth owning if you're into the Playboy licensing and franchise and all that.